The one-handed backhand, a shot of pure beauty. And when used to full effect, it can be a devastating weapon. Inspired by the likes of Stefan Edberg and Pete Sampras, today only a handful of top-tier players use a shot that is, without doubt, one of the most eye-catching skills in tennis.
To me, this shot has always been a very fascinating shot, and I think I've been practicing it, for example, so many years, and I still feel I can improve it. I think this is the one shot you can always improve, because you have such a variety to do anything. You know, you're on the run, you can go down the line. You're on the run, you can go a short cross. You can use your slice. I think your reaction is, a little bit more vivid, more more extravagant.
It's a lot about the timing, also the footwork before to get the right timing. Then you can have the power with it. I changed when I was 11 years old. My old first coach, asked me to try, and it was more easy for me.
I always play with it, you know. Even when I was a child, I practiced with my father, and it was the natural shot for me. I was watching Sampras in the past. I really liked how he was playing, and that's why I tried it.
Even though it's old school, maybe the one-hander, it makes sense on the slice. If you look around, a lot of the double-handers play a great slice now, like Novak, like Murray, like Rafa. All of them play a good one.
One-handed backhand players have more advantage in, having this quick change of grip and adjustment to play different rotations on the ball. But two-handed backhand has also its advantages. You have more reach, you defend better, and you have a little bit more angle.
Players in their formative years are generally coached to use the two-handed technique, which arguably provides more consistent accuracy. But there are some surprising names who experimented with the different strokes at an early age.
My former coach, she convinced me to try playing one-handed backhand when I think I was around 7 years old, because she was so impressed with Pete Sampras and Rafa and all these guys that played one-handed backhand, and to have basically the variety to hit, slice and spin.
I think it's just how you grow up. I mean, what's natural for you. That's something I always try to develop from a young age, was a slice backhand, because I think that's something that the single-handers have a bit more of an advantage, because they're used to sort of only having one hand on the racket.
Because I was very skinny as I am today, and pretty weak on the court, players on the tournaments figured me out, and they started looping a lot of balls to my backhand, and I couldn't get the one-handed backhand back, so I went back to my two-hander, and ever since then it's been one of the most reliable shots in my game.
What the two-handed version lacks, though, is the flourish and grace of a single-handed strike. But with fewer and fewer players using it, is there a danger the shot could die out completely?
We are the best player in history with Roger, who's doing it. I think it's important for us, and I hope in the future we will see many young players coming with that shot, but I'm not sure about it.
A young player coming up and playing with two hands, definitely makes a lot of sense, because sometimes rackets are heavy. It's easier to control, the ball with two hands rather than with one. So I would probably teach my kid as well to play a double-handed backhand today.
Worrying words from Federer, the man with one of the most graceful shots the game has ever seen. We can only hope images like this inspire the next generation of aspiring youngsters.